Moments in the vast, unfolding tapestry of time that are not merely days marked on a calendar, but portals. These are the rare, breathless instants where the ordinary rhythm of life pauses. The veil between the seen and the unseen grows incredibly thin, and the atmosphere shifts with a weight that is both heavy with glory and light with relief. January 6, 2026 is one of those moments. Is not just another Tuesday or a simple passage of 24 hours, it is a coordinate in your destiny. If you are hearing this, if this message has found its way to you through the noise of the world, it is because something fundamental has changed in your spiritual atmosphere. On this specific day, the heavens did not just observe you, they leaned in. The creator of the universe, the source of all that is, looked upon your journey, saw the battles you have fought in silence, and he smiled. This smile was not a fleeting expression of amusement, but a profound, thunderous declaration of approval. It was the cosmic signal that you, against all odds and through the thickest of fogs, have finally succeeded. You may be looking around at your physical reality and asking what exactly you have achieved, for the trophies of the spirit are rarely displayed on shelves for the world to see. You might feel the scars of the past few years, the remnants of storms that threatened to drown your hope, and the echoes of doubts that would have dismantled a weaker soul. But that is exactly why this moment is so pivotal. You remained standing. When the winds howled and the path disappeared, you chose to trust. When every logical fiber of your being screamed to retreat or to retaliate, you chose a higher road. Today, January 6, 2026, marks the day you did not just act, you transcended. You moved from the cycle of struggle into the circle of grace. The smile of God upon you today is the seal of a promise kept, a validation that you are seen, you are known, and you are deeply, irrevocably loved. If you feel a stirring in your chest, a sense that you are standing on the precipice of something new and magnificent, then you are exactly where you need to be. To continue walking this path of revelation and to ensure you never miss a signpost on your journey of awakening, I invite you to join our community by subscribing to the channel now. We are walking this road home together, and your presence here adds to the light we all share. The magnitude of what has occurred in the spiritual realms regarding your life cannot be overstated. To understand the reward that is now unlocking for you, we must first understand the victory you have won. For the world, your triumph might have been invisible. It was likely a quiet moment, perhaps a decision made in the solitude of your own heart. Maybe it was the instant you finally forgave someone who never apologized, releasing the poison of resentment that had tethered you to the past. Perhaps it was a moment of terrifying financial or emotional uncertainty where, instead of panicking, you whispered a prayer of surrender and took a step of blind faith. Or maybe it was the simple, heroic act of letting go of a habit, a person, or a belief system that you knew was keeping you small, choosing instead to obey the subtle, quiet voice of the Spirit. That singular gesture, that invisible act of alignment that culminated on this day, sent a shockwave through the dimensions. It was the key turning in a lock that has been rusted shut for years. You must understand that the spiritual world operates on laws of resonance and authority, and by choosing faith over fear and love over bitterness, you demonstrated a mastery that demands a response from the universe. The angels witnessed it. The heavens are celebrating it. You are not here by accident, and the distinct shift you feel in the air is the proof of your election. You are one of the chosen ones, and this date is the marker of your graduation from a season of testing into a season of manifestation. Think of the story of David. Long before he wore a crown, there was a time when he was just a shepherd, smelling of sheep and dust, alone in the wilderness. He fought lions and bears in the dark, with no audience but the stars and God. Those were his tests. If he had run from the lion, he never would have had the courage to face Goliath. Your life recently has been that wilderness. The loneliness you felt, the feeling of being overlooked while others seem to prosper, the battles you fought in the privacy of your mind, these were your lions and your bears. And because you did not run, because you stood your ground when no one was watching, God is now preparing to bring you out of the pasture and into the palace of your purpose. January 6, 2026 is the moment the prophet arrives with the horn of oil. It is the moment of anointing. This transformation you are sensing is not just poetic language, it is an energetic reality. You have unlocked padlocks of an unsuspected existence. Doors are unlatching right now, doors you didn't even know existed, leading to rooms filled with opportunities that surpass your most audacious dreams. The heaviness that has sat on your shoulders like an old wet coat is evaporating, being replaced by a lightness that feels almost foreign. Confusion, which may have been your constant companion, is dissolving into a crystalline clarity. Where there was a void, a hollow ache for something more, there is now a rushing in of purpose, of abundant provision, and a peace that defies all human understanding. This is not a fantasy. It is the inevitable result of spiritual cause and effect. God never smiles without reason. His smile is a creative force. It initiates life. It is a solemn declaration that says, I am with you, I confirm your steps, and I am about to reveal the next chapter of your story. Consider the sheer amount of energy you have expended to get here. Every tear you cried in the dark, every night you spent staring at the ceiling wondering if things would ever change, every time you chose to be kind when you wanted to scream. None of that was wasted. In the economy of God, nothing is ever lost. It was all being stored, accumulated like water behind a great dam. Today, the sluice gates have opened. The energy you built up through your perseverance is now rushing back to you, converted into blessings, favor, and power. Your spiritual energy system has leveled up. You have rewritten your history in the eternal archives. By making the choices you made, specifically culminating in the energy of this day, you have released a cascade of blessings that had been held in reserve, waiting for your frequency to match their reality. You may have already begun to see the signs of this shift, the subtle winks from the cosmos that suggest you are in alignment. Have you noticed the numbers? Perhaps you look at the clock and it is always 7:07, or you see license plates with 777 or 767. These are not random coincidences. They are the language of the universe, the breadcrumbs of the divine. The number 7 resonates with the vibration of spiritual perfection, of completion, and of divine intervention. It is a code from the Creator, telling you that you are aligning with His perfect plan. It is a reassurance that the chaos is over and the order of heaven is establishing itself in your life. If you have been seeing these numbers, or if you have felt a sudden, unexplained wave of peace wash over you recently, take a moment to acknowledge it. In fact, if you have seen these signs, dwell on them for a moment. And if you feel called, share your experience in the comments to validate others who are walking this same path of wonder. But the numbers are merely the signposts. They are not the destination. The true revelation, the most extraordinary aspect of God's smile upon you today, is what is about to happen in your tangible reality. This favor is not a one-time event. It is the opening of a new cycle, a new season where the wind is finally at your back. You should expect disturbing synchronicities, events that align so perfectly they startle you. You will think of a person, and they will call. You will need a specific resource, and it will appear within the hour. Opportunities that were previously fortified behind iron walls will suddenly swing open at your slightest touch. This is happening because you have proven you are ready for the responsibility that comes with blessing. Your test was a promotion in disguise. You have been promoted to the rank of an official light bearer. With this promotion comes a shift in your very physiology and presence. People will be mysteriously attracted to you. You might find strangers opening up to you in grocery stores, or children and animals gravitating toward your space. They are sensing the light. When God smiles upon a person, that person becomes a conduit of grace. You are becoming a human lighthouse. Your vibrational frequency has risen, and you are emitting a different energetic signature. This is why you might feel different physically, perhaps a buzzing in your hands, heat in your heart center, or a need for cleaner food and more water. Your vessel is upgrading to handle the higher voltage of God's presence. This new frequency will act as a magnet, attracting everything that vibrates at a compatible level with your new reality. The love you have sought, the abundance you have needed, the health you have prayed for. These things vibrate at the frequency of the smile of God. By aligning yourself through your victory on January 6, 2026, you have tuned your radio to the station where these blessings are broadcasting. It is the culmination of a process that began before you were born. You are a missionary soul sent with a specific purpose, and today is the orientation day for your true mission. Concretely, how will this change your day-to-day life? First, your intuition is going to sharpen into a precision instrument. It will become more insistent, louder, and clearer. You must learn to trust this navigation system. It is the voice of the Spirit guiding you in real time. If you get a hunch to take a different route home, do it. If you feel an urge to call an old friend, do it. These are not random thoughts, they are instructions. The universe is organizing itself to support your mission, and your intuition is the receiver for those organizational commands. You will also discover talents you didn't know you had. You might find that you have a sudden ability to write, to speak, to heal, or to understand complex problems effortlessly. Do not fear these new gifts. They are the tools for your new job. They are passing through you, not coming from you. You have become a cleaner, more open channel. However, we must speak of the shadow that comes with the light, for a true awakening is never without its adjustments. As your frequency rises, anything in your life that is not compatible with this new level will have to fall away. This can be challenging. You may find that certain relationships suddenly feel heavy or draining. Longtime friends may drift away, or conflicts may arise with people who cannot understand your transformation. It is crucial, absolutely crucial, that you do not cling to what is trying to leave. Do not take these separations as failures or rejections. They are protections. They are the universe clearing the deck for the new crew that is coming aboard. Your new energy cannot coexist with old patterns of toxicity or stagnation. If you try to hold on to the old while stepping into the new, you will feel torn. Let go with grace. Bless those who leave, for they played their part in your story, but their scenes are over. This transition requires a new level of responsibility. Knowing that you are sustained by the universe and that God has smiled upon your efforts eliminates the excuse for mediocrity. Excellence is now your only option. This does not mean perfectionism, which is born of fear, but excellence, which is born of honor. God smiled at you because he sees your potential. Now, you must actualize it. You have been handed the keys to the kingdom. You must learn to drive. You have been promoted. You must honor the office. Become the best version of yourself, not out of pride or a need to prove your worth, but out of respect for the one who trusted you with this light. Your thoughts, words, and actions must align with this new spiritual status. There is no room left for chronic negativity, for gossip, for petty grievances, or for self-pity. You represent something greater now. You are an ambassador of the kingdom. To live in your divine vocation is to experience a satisfaction and a joy that the world cannot give and cannot take away. It is the joy of the puzzle piece finally finding its place in the grand design. If you are recognizing these shifts in your own life, if you feel the weight of this truth settling into your bones, I encourage you to pause and engage with this energy. Like this video as a digital act of agreement, a way of saying yes to the shift. It is a small action, but in a world of energy, every action counts. prepare to be surprised. The nature of God is that He is able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that we ask or think. The openings that are coming will be unexpected. The connections will be providential. You will find yourself in rooms you didn't apply to enter, sitting at tables you didn't know existed. But above all the external changes, prepare to be surprised by who you become. You are going to meet a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more loving than you ever imagined possible. You will discover resources of resilience and wells of compassion within you that you didn't know were there. This transformation won't always be comfortable. Growth rarely is. But every moment of discomfort will be accompanied by a proportional measure of grace. You are no longer walking alone. The smile of God is the guarantee of His constant, abiding presence. Consider the metaphor of the garden. For a long time, you've been digging in the dirt, planting seeds in the dark, watering the ground with your tears, and seeing nothing but bare earth. It felt like nothing was happening. But underground, in the secret places, the roots were spreading, anchoring deep into the soil. January 6, 2026 is the first crack in the soil where the green shoot breaks through. It is the visible evidence of invisible work. And just as a plant grows exponentially once it breaks the surface, your life is about to accelerate. The season of waiting is over. The season of growing is here. This brings us to the path of awakening that stretches out before you. The smile of God is not just a reward, it is an invitation to co-create. You are being invited to participate in the restoration of the world, starting with your own corner of it. This means your desires are about to change. You will find that the things you used to chase, superficial validation, material excess for the sake of status, will lose their flavor. They will be replaced by a hunger for meaning, for connection, for beauty, and for truth. You will want to create, to help, to build. Follow these new desires. They are the blueprints of your destiny. As you walk this path, remember that you are now a steward of a high-frequency energy. You must protect it. This means setting boundaries. It means being mindful of what you consume, not just food, but information, entertainment, and conversation. You cannot afford to pollute your spirit with fear-mongering or hatred. You have been cleaned. Stay clean. This is part of the success that God is rewarding, the maturity to know what to let in and what to keep out. There is a beautiful mystery in how this will unfold. You might wonder, if I am chosen and rewarded, why do I still face challenges? It is because the challenges have changed their nature. They are no longer tests of your worthiness. They are exercises for your strength. A weightlifter does not lift weights because he's being punished. He lifts them to build the muscle he needs for the competition. Your future challenges are simply the resistance required to build the spiritual muscle necessary to carry the weight of glory that is coming. Do not despise them. Greet them as trainers. Reflect on the silence of the ocean. On the surface, there may be waves and storms, crashing and chaos. But if you go deep enough, down into the abyss, there is a stillness that is never disturbed. This is the state of being you are being invited into. The smile of God has anchored you in the deep. No matter what happens on the surface of your life, the fluctuations of the economy, the opinions of others, the changing of seasons, your core remains untouched, held in the tranquil deep of divine approval. This is the peace that passes understanding. It is the reward of the one who has fought the good fight and kept the faith. You are also likely to experience a restoration of time. This is a concept often spoken of in spiritual circles as redeeming the time. The years that the locusts have eaten, the time lost to depression, to anxiety, to bad relationships, to wandering, are going to be restored to you. How? By the acceleration of blessing. God can do in 6 months what would take a human 10 years to accomplish on their own. The doors that open for you now will be shortcuts, bypassing the long, arduous routes others have to take. This is not cheating. It is the advantage of the favor that comes from alignment. You have paid your dues in the spiritual realm. and now you are cashing in the dividends in the physical realm. Let's go deeper into the specific date, January 6th, 2026. In numerology and spiritual symbolism, dates are often convergence points. The energy of the number 6 is associated with domestic happiness, harmony, and stability, but also with responsibility and service. It is the number of the nurturer. Combined with the new beginnings of January, the first month, and the master builder energy of the year, we are looking at a time of building a new home for your soul. You are establishing a new baseline for your life. The foundation has been poured. The smile of God is the blessing upon the cornerstone. What should you do tonight or in the coming days to honor this shift? You do not need to perform grand rituals. The most powerful spiritual acts are often the simplest. Sit in silence, light a candle if it helps you focus, and simply say, "Thank you." Gratitude is the container that holds blessing. If you're not grateful for the shift, you cannot hold the expansion. Thank God, not just for what you see, but for what is coming. Thank Him for the smile. Thank Him for the strength that got you through the wilderness. By doing this, you seal the energy. You tell the universe, "I receive this." If you are feeling the truth of this message, if your spirit is leaping within you, confirming that, "Yes, this is for me," then I invite you to declare your readiness. Write in the comments, "I receive the smile of God, and I step into my reward." Let this be your written decree, a physical action that anchors your spiritual reality. As you move forward from this day, keep your eyes open. The world is going to look different because you are different. You will see beauty where you once saw grayness. You will see hope where you once saw despair. You will see the face of God in the faces of strangers. This is the ultimate reward, the restoration of your spiritual sight. You are no longer blind to the miracle of existence. You are awake. And remember, this is not a solitary journey. You are part of a vast, invisible network of chosen ones who are all undergoing this shift simultaneously. You are the grid of light that is holding the world together during its own transformations. Your victory today helps someone else win their battle tomorrow. Your light makes the path easier for the one coming behind you. This is why you were chosen, not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing. The smile of God that you received on January 6th, 2026 will radiate. It will multiply. It will contaminate your environment positively. Your transformation will inspire others without you saying a word. You have been chosen to be His hands, His voice, His heart in this world. Each gesture of kindness you offer, every word of truth you speak, will be a divine echo. The ripple effect of your life is beyond your comprehension. So stand tall, shoulders back, head high, not in arrogance, but in the quiet confidence of a child of the King who knows who they are. The test is over. The grade has been posted. You passed. The reward is here. The door is open. Walk through it. The mountains do not bow to the wind. They simply stand. The ocean does not apologize for its depth. It simply is. The sun does not ask permission to shine. It simply burns. Be like the mountain, the ocean, the sun. Be who you were created to be. The delay is over. The denial is cancelled. The smile of God is upon you. As we close this reflection, carry this image with you. A sunrise that never ends. A light that grows brighter and brighter until the full light of day. That is the trajectory of your life from this moment forward. January 6th, 2026 was the dawn. The rest of your life is the day. If this message has been water to your thirsty soul, please consider sharing it with someone else who might need to hear it. You never know whose life you might touch with a simple share. And remember to turn on notifications so you are alerted the next time a message from the Spirit arrives. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided by the highest wisdom. You are protected by the strongest power, and you have finally succeeded. Welcome to your reward. Characters with spaces, 28,000. Script. Now that you have stepped through the doorway and accepted the reward, you must understand how to inhabit this new space. It is one thing to arrive at the mountaintop. It is another to build a home there. Many souls reach the threshold of their destiny only to retreat because the air is too thin and the view is too vast. They become dizzy with the vertigo of their own potential. This is why the days following this shift are critical. You are acclimating to a higher altitude of existence. You may feel a strange sense of disorientation, a feeling that you are in the world, but not entirely of it. Do not fear this sensation. It is merely the adjustment period as your spiritual equilibrium aligns with your new reality. You are shedding the density of your past struggles, and lightness can feel unfamiliar to a spirit that has grown used to carrying heavy burdens. You must also be vigilant against the echo of the old season. Just because the door is closed does not mean the wind won't howl through the cracks. The habits, thoughts, and emotional patterns that governed your life during the time of testing will try to reassert themselves. This is not because you have failed. It is simply the momentum of memory. When a fan is unplugged, the blades continue to spin for a while before coming to a complete stop. Your old life has been unplugged, but the blades are still turning. Do not mistake this residual motion for current reality. When a doubt arises or a familiar fear tries to grip your chest, observe it with detachment. Recognize it as a ghost from a timeline that no longer exists. If you are committed to letting the old blades stop spinning so you can embrace the stillness of this new blessing, take a moment to click the like button. This simple action signals your intention to remain present and not be pulled back into the history you have already survived. As you settle into this new frequency, you will notice that your relationships begin to shift naturally. This is often the most painful part of the smile of God phenomenon. As your vibration rises, you become less compatible with those who are committed to remaining in the shadows. You do not need to judge them, nor do you need to force a separation. The physics of spirituality will handle the logistics. Some people will simply drift away, their conversations becoming shorter, their presence less frequent. Others may react with sudden hostility or confusion, agitated by the light you now carry. Remember, your light exposes their unresolved darkness, not out of malice, but by its very nature. Stand firm in your love, but firmer in your boundaries. You cannot lower your frequency to make others comfortable without sacrificing the reward you have been given. This brings us to the concept of spiritual stewardship. The reward you have received, whether it is peace, clarity, opportunity, or restoration, is a resource. It is energy entrusted to you by the divine. How you manage this energy determines if it will grow or stagnate. In the past, you may have operated from a mindset of scarcity, hoarding every bit of joy because you didn't know when it would come again. But in this new season, under the smile of the Creator, the flow is continuous. You must learn to release as much as you receive. Generosity is the pump that keeps the well of blessings flowing. This doesn't always mean money. It means being generous with your patience, your forgiveness, and your encouragement. If you have felt the urge to be more generous lately, even when logic tells you to hold back, share that feeling in the comments. It is a sign that your heart is aligning with the abundance of the universe. There is a subtle danger in this phase of victory, and it is the danger of spiritual pride. It is easy, when the blessings start to pour in, to believe that we have manufactured this success through our own sheer will. We must remember the source. The sun does not shine because the flower demands it. The sun shines because it is the sun. God smiles upon you, not because you have perfected your behavior, but because He is gracious and you have positioned yourself to receive. Stay humble. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less and thinking of the divine more. It is the grounding wire that prevents the high voltage of this new power from burning you out. Walk with the quiet assurance of a steward, not the loud arrogance of an owner. Everything we have is on loan from the eternal. Deepening your connection to this new reality requires a refinement of your intuition. In the wilderness, your survival instincts were sharp: fight, flight, freeze. In the promised land, those instincts must be replaced by higher guidance. Flow, trust, create. You will begin to hear the still, small voice more clearly than ever before. It will not scream over the noise of your life. It will wait for you to be quiet enough to hear it. This is why your daily practice of silence is non-negotiable. The smile of God is a communication channel. It is a direct line. When you are undecided, when you face a fork in the road, pause, close your eyes. Visualize that divine smile. Which path feels warm? Which path feels expansive? Follow the warmth. If you are ready to trust this inner warmth over the cold logic of the world, ensure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on, so you are constantly reminded to tune in to your own guidance system. We must also address the physical symptoms of this shift. You are not just a soul. You are a soul housed in a biological vessel. When your spiritual voltage increases, your body must upgrade to handle the current. You might experience changes in your sleep patterns, vivid dreams, or sudden changes in dietary preferences. You might feel a need to drink more water or spend more time in nature. Listen to your body. It is the hardware that runs the software of your consciousness. If you know